Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak. I love it. That is The Darkness. The band is Dead Harrison, and we're going to talk with Dead Harrison in just a moment. Dead Harrison is here. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
You guys got to be in the Five Timers Club by now, right? For Unleashed? Maybe more than that.
I'm sure we are.
Over our long history together, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like you've been on the show, like, might be in the double digits. I don't know. I love that song, though. I love the ending. That's so cool.
Thank you.
It's definitely got a little ode to Typo Negative.
Yes.
You know, one of our great influencers.
Yes. What album is that from?
Which one?
The Darkness, yeah.
That would be The Story of the Mortuous Otis.
Yes. So
it's not from that at all.
Oh no, The Darkness.
It came out
Darkness
after.
is
It was
not
a
from
single.
that. Oop, that
It was a single.
that would be the single.
Yep.
Oh.
I messed up.
All from none.
Yeah, that would
all
be
for none.
that would be the all
That's
for none.
hilarious.
We've been doing this too long, guys.
Yeah. Well, you guys
Just a
have a lot
song in the mix.
You guys have a lot of music. You have a large catalog of music. So let's start here. The tradition. Andre, we'll start with you. If you could each please introduce yourselves. Tell us who you are, what you do in the band.
I am Andre, also known as Dre the Undead, lead singer and some rhythm guitar playing.
Yes.
And just being out there a whole lot more than behind the kit.
Yes.
We have the next person in line that's taken that place.
Yes.
I am Thrax, and I am one of the drummers in this band, because obviously you are and were the drummer for Dead Harrison, but here I am. I think I've been in since 2019.
Yes.
I think it was Wave Breakers.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's
it's been
Wave Breakers on Hampton Beach.
in Hampton Beach. That place doesn't exist anymore. Cloud9.
Oh no!
Rest in peace. But to the next to me.
Hey, I am Sean the Dead. I am the lead guitar player and do a lot of backup singing and screaming and fun stuff like that.
Yes. And Jason.
And I'm Jason Skulls, the bass player, and I also do some backup vocals as well.
Yes. So when did Dead Harrison start? How long is Dead Harrison in total? Because originally, because there was before Thrax. Is that?
Yes. Wow, you went through 3 names before.
Well, I'm used to calling you Axel.
I know.
But are you officially like you're just Thrax for everything now, including this?
I mean, I'm trying to. But,
okay. No, I like it. It's cool. But so before Thrax was in the band, though, when you were, because you guys were a 3-piece for a long time, right? You were playing drums, and that was the original iteration of the band. So when did that start? It seems like you guys have been around a long time.
Yeah,
We really have been.
2008 time frame.
2008. Yeah,
it was
wow.
at least 10 years.
Yeah,
of us, like just the 3
Closer
of
to
us.
15
Yeah.
or 10 years of
Just the 3 of
Yeah,
us, and then it was like after like the 10, 11 years, just like I want somebody behind the kit.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it needs something a little bit more.
right. So this configuration has existed since 2019.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we should talk about, and we'll circle back to it. Of course, we'll mention it a couple of times during this hour. But you got a big show tonight, and you're even giving away some CDs for it. So we should tell people about that. And for those watching online, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or any of the other various platforms that we stream the video to, you do have some CDs right there in your hands.
I have, and there will be more. Whoever comes to the show tonight at Terminus Underground for the Shadow Lounge event, which is also Eleanor's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday
we're
to
gonna
Eleanor.
say,
Happy birthday,
Happy
Eleanor."
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And so this is going to be a fun little gothy dance party night.
Uh-huh.
And we'll have some CDs for you. You come over there, you come enjoy some tunes, you come and dance with us, and you just say, "Hey, I heard you on the show." And guess what? You get a free CD.
Very nice. Yes. The newest CD, of course, None for All. And this is, how many songs are? This is a lot of songs. It's
There's 10 on there.
more than 10, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple extra tracks, but basically 10 songs.
Oh,
I believe.
Okay, great. You guys have done a lot of, have you done any EPs, or has it all been full-length albums? I can't remember.
No. The thing is like, so Where the Darkness came from was kind of based off of an EP.
Okay.
And so what ended up with that, there was a couple of different recording sessions that we did.
Yeah.
The Darkness came out of, was that the one?
Connor.
With Connor.
Yep.
So that was,
We did The Darkness. We did our Bad Moon Rising cover then. And then we also did Black Collar Worker and The Struggle.
In the Struggle.
Yep.
Oh,
And then we did a later session with Joel,
Yep.
which was Nameless Dream
Yep.
and
End of the Bloodline.
End of the Bloodline. Those 2 EPs technically will eventually be put together
oh,
to be the first half of None for All.
oh.
So that EP because you have the story of the Mortuous Ortus,
Yeah.
was the first CD. So that's its own. Then there was the 6 songs that were only put out digitally, never physically.
Oh, okay.
So those will eventually be put onto physical,
Gotcha.
and that will be the first part, All
Oh.
for None and None for All.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. And Mortuous Ortus, that was so when I first met you guys, that was the original, that was like the precursor to Dead Harrison, right?
Correct.
And then what was the change to becoming Dead Harrison? I don't, and I'm sure you've told the story before on the show. I don't remember exactly how it went, and of course, newer listeners won't know. Like how did you go from Mortuous Ortus to becoming Dead Harrison?
It was name play. Basically, in the first incarnation of trying and putting together the guys,
Mhm.
was thinking of a Halloween feel, and I was just like, oh, Dead Rising would be cool, but at the same time, it was a video game. It was let's not.
Yeah.
So I just threw Dead Rising through a Latin translator,
Yeah.
and it came back with Mortuous Ortus.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
We ran with that for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Like as the name. Problem is everybody kept misspelling it on
Oh,
flyers.
yeah. I remember that.
They couldn't remember it, and
Yep.
they couldn't pronounce it.
Yep.
So it was like, we got to do something different. And so that was a brainstorming thing where I went back home and I was just like, I'm going to throw this back into an English translator from Latin. And it gave me Dead Having Arisen.
Yeah.
And as I was saying Dead Having Arisen in my head, for some reason, George Harrison popped into my head. And I was like, Dead Having Arisen. Dead Harrison.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
And so it had like a little bit of a dark dive
Mhm.
with beginning with Dead, but then Harrison was just kind of like uplifting. And
Yeah.
I mean, we could put Harrison to like different names and faces
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot, but it was just developing a character. And now, now it's a little bit more than just a name.
Well, the great thing too about having a name like that is you don't have to worry that somebody else is going to have it. Whereas Dead Having Arisen, there's probably some death metal band somewhere that has that name already. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, and then you go to upload it to Spotify and somebody already has this name. But Dead Harrison, chances are, I assume you have not encountered another
We
Dead
have.
Harrison.
We are.
Nope. And we've trademarked the website name and everything, so
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about someone else snagging it, right?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And that was another reason why we changed it too, because like the Mortuous Ortus, you think it's probably some like really heavy.
Oh, everybody
type
thought
band,
we were
right?
a black metal band.
And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you listen to us. No, that's not quite what we are.
Right,
So-
right.
Oh,
Exactly.
much disappoint.
So the show tonight, like who else is playing? Is it just you guys or is
It's not really
there-
a show tonight that we're
Nope.
playing.
I'm DJing.
Oh, you are?
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, Dre the Undead's going to be spinning some
Oh.
golf club classics.
Oh,
and
I
some
get
new
it.
club classics.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we have a show next week. Is
Oh,
same
yes,
place.
That'll be us.
That'll
Yes.
be the
Oh.
Halloween show
Oh, okay.
Show.
on the
Yep.
25th.
Oh, so tell us about that.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I have to kind of pull up the event so I can make sure that I get.
Well, Abel Blood's going to be on there.
Nice.
Bethnic Realm.
Oh, yeah. Yep. We had
Concepticor.
Benthic Realm. Yeah, they were on last week.
Oh, cool.
They came in and played acoustic. I was like, wow, this is impressive.
Actually, I think Abel Blood is not able to play.
Oh.
Yep, but we have
Hey.
Witch
Unable
Trot
Blood.
is joining
Witch
us.
Trot was.
Oh, love Witch Trot.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're going to be joining us for that one.
Yeah.
Benthic Realm, Psychomantium,
That was the other one.
then Concepticor,
They're really good.
and then we'll be headlining.
Yeah.
And that one starts at 7 p.m. It is the Ritual of Samhain.
Who's Sam Hain? No, I'm kidding.
Old Sammy.
He's Dead Harrison's brother.
Dead Harrison's brother, yeah. Very cool. We should talk a little bit more too about, so people who aren't familiar with Terminus Underground. What should people know about that? People who haven't been there. You know what I tell everybody? I always say the first time you walk into that room, it's like walking into a different world.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it is, because what people don't realize is like that place is actually our rehearsal spot.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's grown as like an artist spot also, because it's like I have my art up on the wall. The guys all like, we have all made it into like this cool room.
Yeah.
You know, so it has its own feeling. It has, I mean, granted, I spend countless hours in there just decorating, putting stuff up
Oh,
in
yeah.
the ceilings. I mean, it's just because that's what I do.
I
It's
remember
like-
when you were kind of still building it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So as it grows, as it like gets new things and new pieces and moving stuff around, and like it's keeping a very homey feel.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it kind of has like a cool little nod to horror vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has a creepy element, but at the same time, like has this really comfortable, like you're going to be comfortable dying here.
Right.
It's very inviting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really inviting spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody loves it. Every single person I've talked to who's been there, they're just blown away.
Yeah.
You know, they come in, they're just like, I don't believe how incredible this is. And you can tell that, you know, Andre and Eleanor just really care about the scene
Mhm.
and really want to make everybody feel part of it, whether you're in a band performing or you're an audience member. You know,
Yeah.
it's just there. You know, it's just a good vibe all around.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Make sure it's loud, impeccable sound,
Yep.
and atmosphere.
Yeah.
And that community of people that are there. I mean, it's always just been, everybody has always, because you are a smaller group.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you have the smaller group of people, that people have to bump into each other,
Mhm.
it stirs conversations, people make new friends,
Yep.
you know? So, yeah, that's what makes it like fun and inviting.
Well, it's kind of a big part of the mission too, right?
Yeah.
You know, and can you talk a little bit about that too? Because, you know, you mentioned community, which is an important word when you're talking about a place like that. Because it's not, you know, obviously it's not your typical venue, you know, and it's not, for people who don't know, it's not a bar. It's not, you know, it's, I mean, how do you describe it to people?
Private music club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
private
Yeah.
music club. It's like for people who really want music. They don't want to go to a place that's just like the bar vibe.
Right.
You know, this is not a place for the bar vibe. This is a place to have that experience. Like, you can get comfortable. You can sit on a couch. You can get right up and be right there with the band.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
bring your own drinks. So
Yeah.
it makes it so much more cost effective. And at the same time, the cover pays the bands.
Yep.
You know, we're not a bar trying to get people to come in and feed our business by having bands play.
Right.
We are about the bands and showing the talent to the world, and also for them to feel like they are able to be rewarded with what they do, whether it's, you know, monetarily, but mainly it's like, if you're a band and you play there, your stage sound is mint.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so getting your stage sound mint, you just play so much better. So
Mhm.
when people see musicians there, they're seeing them at like the top of their game,
yeah. Yeah.
because it's all encompassing the feeling of that.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite, night there that Jenny and I have been at was Green Jello, of course.
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that was fun. And although I was nervous for you guys too, because the whole night it's just how my mind works. The whole night I was thinking, I hope nothing gets broken. I really hope nothing gets broken.
There was so many pool noodles.
And apparently something did get broken, but it wasn't anything anybody was worried about, I guess.
No,
Because it's a
it
minor
was
thing.
just an artifact.
But that was a lot of fun. What are kind of the criteria for, like, because it seems like you've had quite a few different kinds of artists play there, right? Like
Yeah.
it's been a wide variety of artists. It's not. In other words, it's not just all metal. It's not just all hard rock.
That's going to probably change, though.
Really?
I think, yeah. Next year, moving forward, I think we're going to go, because fortunately, like the things, and that was the whole thing, is the thing that we wanted to do was just fill that hole that was happening in our local community of like places to go to see original music and see good original music. And everything has been so shut down still or dialed back that people just are not going out to shows as much.
Right.
But now things are kind of coming back, and we've inspired a couple of other places in town to actually start doing shows there. So we're going to start hosting some of them outside of our place.
Oh, excellent.
So
excellent.
We have a couple of places like The Spot and Kettlehead over there in Nashua are like focusing more on like having good equipment.
Yeah.
And really providing a better experience, music listening experience.
Good.
So we're kind of like, it's nice to see that start happening. But the thing is like, you know, a Main Street venue is going to be less inclined to do metal and darker rock.
Right.
So now that we have those other places out there, we can, all the musicians that have been looking for, and where we've been hosting that void, can now go out there to the general public a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But we want to continue like staying into like the dark and heavy.
Okay.
And so we're going to kind of keep it that, but focus our attention a little bit more into that genre for the places that are missing in the public realm.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's great. That's very exciting. Well, I think we should play. So we're going to play another Dead Harrison track, and we're going to play 139. But tell us about this. What should we know about this song? Because this is an older one, right?
This is a much older one from when we used to practice at the morgue over here. You know, Morgan's, and
the morgue.
The morgue.
That's
nice.
So, and we were practicing in this tiny room, like one of the smallest rooms you could possibly be in.
Really?
This is when we were a 3-piece, you know, so long ago.
Yeah.
And it was so small. I'm like, I had to stand in front of the door to perform or to play.
Yeah.
And I'd have to like, you know, physically not be in front of the door so we could get in and out.
Yeah.
But we were in room 139, and I just had and I just had this idea because it was early on, and we're trying to write songs for our first album and songs, you know, to play out live.
Yeah.
And I just had this thought, you know, like, what if I wrote something about this room and the music, the stuff that comes out of this?
Yeah.
And so it just kind of came together as a story where it turned into this, you know, this guy going down a dark corridor, like, you know, way deep underground, just like someplace where nobody is.
Yeah.
And just in there, and you know, it's just dark as hell, and you know, it comes upon a door that's just like what is this? It's just different than everything else. It's just like there's something about it, and you know, he's like there, and he's like checking it out, and it's just like, you know, it's like a portal. It's like dark. It's dark, but there's a glow to it. It's hot, but it's cold at the same time. And then basically, he ends up going inside this room, and then he goes mad, like in the room. He can't get out. It's just, you know, all this evil stuff is happening.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I took the idea of us performing and then just like, you know, made it a lot darker and not about us at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it turned out really well. And, you know, I'm proud of writing that one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nice.
You know?
Nice.
That one's from the Story of Mortuus Ortus, our first album.
Okay. Gotcha.
That is the one that, my wrong call.
Oh, yes. Yes. All right. Fantastic. If you're just joining us, Dead Harrison is here, and we're going to give this a spin. This is called 139.
in the corridor. Knock, knock. And I've never seen before. Doors closing out this hug. Don't know, should I open it or not? There's a glow, but it's so very dark. Think I hear a sound, it's super dark. This time I'll be right.
That is 139, and the band is Dead Harrison, and we have Dead Harrison here with us live in studio.
Oh,
And
Hi.
that track goes back a ways. And
Sure does.
Jason,
Like a long time.
Jason, you were talking off air about why you guys wanted to play that today.
Yeah, I'd like to Thrax to get a little airtime and discuss that song.
That was one of the harder songs back in the day, at least from when I was first starting off. That was like one of the more challenging songs. That and Evil Things too. That was when I was getting into playing these songs. Like those are like the very challenging songs because they're not just regular like rock metal songs. Like there's crescendos, decrescendos, there's parts, there's stops, there's goes, and like
There's a lot of dynamics to it.
back then I didn't have that mindset, I guess.
Really?
I wasn't. I was more like an alt kid, at least getting into regular punk again. And, like even back then, like I wasn't really like a big Typo fan back then. I liked them, but I wasn't like a huge fan. But now that I've grown accustomed to like how Dre used to play and how these guys jam well, that like I've had to not only like make my drumming better, but also like my musicianship, my composition, because these guys don't think the same way as like, oh, A B, here you go. There's many different like nuances that they do on purpose.
Yeah.
So with 139, it was very, step by step. Like it wasn't good when I did it the first time. It wasn't good.
Sure.
But these guys have allowed me to make myself better and put my own stamp on it eventually. Like the first like year maybe 2 years, I was like meticulously just playing what Dre would play.
Okay.
But after a while, I was kind of like, all right, well, I could do this or I could do this.
Yeah.
But I still play to the same, idea, the same vibe as it is. I don't like go too much out of the realm of it.
Yeah.
And that goes with like all the songs too. So like whatever I try to do in earnest to what you did first, and then like try to like, all right, maybe I can punch in here or meld in a little differently.
You got to
so like,
give a little of your own flavor.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
well, and that I think it was driven a lot by what we would choose to play live too, right? So a song like 139 is a longer song. We've really only mostly recently started to bring it out and play it live. So it was one we really never prioritized. But when we wrote our new album, None for All, that is where Thraxel really, really shines, because those are songs he took part in of writing.
Yeah.
Right, in the creation process.
Yeah.
There may have been one or two that were previous carryovers that we didn't necessarily record, but that is where at first it was him learning everything. This is what we've recorded so far, so you can play it live. And then with None for All, it was like, okay, now you get to put your creative touch into defining like what these songs are.
Yeah.
From the rhythm standpoint.
Like especially with even the early concepts, it kind of has a story to it too, because Doom Train was the first one that I was like incorporated into. Because like as you said, some of the other songs were already like there already, but like you guys didn't do anything with. Doom Train was like an organic song that just happened not out of nowhere, but it just random. So like I think that was my third gig I had with these guys up in northern Maine somewhere for Doom Days.
Yeah.
It was like 3 days of like just the most awesome doom rock and metal. But also like some of the most like caring people too. A lot of good people.
Yeah.
But like one morning, me and Jason were just waking up, trying to have coffee, and like there was a train offset from the property, and it was coming in, but it was making a certain beat just naturally happening.
Yeah.
And me and him were like, man, we should probably like make a song about that.
Oh, that's cool.
And then like we really thought everything about it. Like we didn't want to just make it a bam, bam, here's a song. Like, we really wanted to have something to present. It took us 2 years?
Really?
It took a while.
To make that song fully into fruition.
Yeah.
Between jamming it, creating the different platforms that it would jump up to, the lyrics of itself, and that creativity that I didn't think would, like, not even just come from me, but like organically from all of us, was like a very unique experience I didn't have up until that point.
Yeah.
And that kind of like the precursor of that album.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that goes into that album. There's a lot of things that you can take from it.
Sure.
A lot of dissonance, but there's a lot of like good stuff that happens, and it kind of wraps up at the end. And anything you really wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually another song that I personally put the lyrics to.
Yeah.
I'm not the primary songwriter, but Sean writes songs, Andre writes songs too, so I'm just one of the pieces. But that particular one, I kind of took the helm and I was like, okay, Doom Train, we'll call it Doom Train. And then I had to think, well, what is a Doom Train? And I kind of went from there, and it's like on the surface, it's just about this train that rolls through and just causes destruction and devastation everywhere it goes, just in its wake.
Yeah.
Now, to me, whether anyone out there believes this or not, it doesn't matter. But, for me, it was more about climate change is what the Doom Train became.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's off in the distance. It doesn't really mean anything. Most people dismiss it. But then it rolls through, and it's like, oh, here it is. This thing is upon us now. And
that's
then,
a great
then
analogy.
it goes by, and it's just like everything behind it is destructive and, what have you. So that's where lyrically that came from. But to Thrax's point, musically, organically, it just kind of came together. It's like, okay, let's start slow, where the lyrics are slow and it's like in the distance, and then it picks up and it ramps up and turns on like a metal song.
Yeah.
And then by the end, when all the destruction's coming, it's just going full bore, it's going off the rails, it's just, here we go. And then it just moves on to the next town.
Yeah. Oh, no, I like that. Wow. That's great. Let's see how much time. I want to make sure we get, so before we run out of time, I want to make sure we talk about tonight again. Tonight and the 25th, but tonight first.
Saturday.
Saturday. Come to Terminus Underground for Shadow Lounge Goth Dance Night, where you can come and pick up your free CD of Dead Harrison, None for All.
Tell people where it is. They don't know the address.
134 Haynes Street, Nashua, New Hampshire. And you're gonna have some fun trying to find the place. It's it's definitely Google Maps will send you on a little chase, and you'll be figuring out where the heck you're going. You're like, is this the end of the building? And if you're at the place and you don't see a bunch of cars parked in front, if you don't see a big sign that says Premium Packaging up on the building, you're at the wrong end of the building.
No, you're at actual Terminus, and you might possibly.
And then, actual Terminus. I'm trying to see. Oh, look, I can.
Oh, that's there you go. Wow, look at
that.
We talked about that.
I did it.
But
you know what?
I caught
Nobody's going to hear it. Nobody's going to hear my mistake.
Well, they'll hear it on the podcast.
What mistake? What mistake?
It's not a mistake. It's a mystique.
But yeah, I mean, Google will try and send you around the block and put you at the wrong end of the building. Sometimes it'll put people right at the front door.
Yeah.
And then other times it won't. And I discovered why. Because if you look at the map itself, if not the satellite view, but you look at like the topographical kind of map of the roads, the drawn out, it doesn't show our driveway connecting with Haynes Street.
Okay.
There's like a dead spot.
Oh.
And I think Google is seeing that dead spot and sends them down the other connecting road on the map.
It is hit or miss, though, because for some reason, I seem to remember the first time Jenny and I went there, it worked. Like it took us
right. You straight there.
It brought us straight there. But maybe it wasn't the first time. Maybe it was the second time. Maybe the first time we had to look for it. I don't know. But I feel like there was a time where it actually did bring us straight there, but who knows?
So just remember, when you're going down Haynes Street and you go past the big ball fields on your left and you start going down the hill, keep going straight. Do not turn with the road. It turns into another road.
Yeah.
Keep going straight. You'll see a big brick building straight in front of you, and that's the side that we're on.
Yeah. Yeah. Outstanding.
It's an Uber driver's nightmare.
Oh, I can imagine.
It's an Uber driver's nightmare.
I can imagine. No doubt. So what time does that start tonight?
I believe 7:00 doors.
7. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna just and it's just gonna be a night of fun gothy dance music and partying it up.
And they get a free CD if they mention that they heard you on the show.
Absolutely.
Outstanding. And then what's coming up the 25th?
25th is our Halloween show, also at Terminus Underground, which you will be able to catch. Somebody say all the names again. My brain is not working.
Decepticor, Bethnic Realm, Witch Trot.
Yes.
And
Dead Harrison.
Psychomantium.
Who are they?
Psychomantium.
Who are they? Psychomantium. Too.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Witch Trot, it's funny, they were on the show it must have been 3 years ago now. But I still have the shirt, and I was wearing the shirt one day, and Jenny and I were doing our grocery shopping at Market Basket in Bedford, and somebody stopped me and said, "Hey, Witch Trot." Somebody knew the band and was very excited to see me wearing the shirt.
Those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I actually have a little funny story similar to that. So a few weeks ago, my sister was visiting from Colorado, and I was with the family, and we went out to Parker's Maple Barn, as some people probably know, out in Mason. And, I come home, and I'm just like, whatever. And I was like, oh, chat from the band, what's going on? And Thrax had a picture of my back at Parker's. Oh. And I was like, huh? It was like kind of did not really compute.
Yeah.
And it turned out like one of his friends saw me. I don't know if they knew it was me or if they just thought it was a fan, but they saw Dead Harrison on the back of my shirt, which is why it says Dead Harrison on the back of my shirt, so people see it. Yeah. And it was just kind of this funny thing that's like, wow, it's like, I haven't been here in like a couple of years. I'm here, and this other guy at the exact same time, and he recognized the shirt.
Yeah.
Friends with Thrax, and like sends him the picture. So
that's awesome.
To your point with the Witch Trot shirt, it was like one of those things that was just recognized.
Yeah, you just never know.
Yeah, that's why we wear these shirts.
Yes.
Shout outs to Don Richardson for being at Parker's at the exact same time. He's also like a recorder producer. And
I was going to say, I've heard the name Don Richardson.
Yeah, he has shout outs to Midlife Crisis Productions.
Okay.
Studios. He has his own recording studio in his house.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Where should people go online to keep up with everything Dead Harrison is doing?
So they should go to our website, deadharrison.com.
Deadharrison.com.
We also, our Facebook page gets a ton of updates on there. And then you can listen to us. We're on Spotify. We're on Pandora, most streaming platforms, iTunes. And then we have physical copies of discs, mostly just of the new one. Mm-hmm. If you come see us in person, we have a bunch of copies of the new one. And I do want to talk a little bit about the new album.
Yeah, absolutely.
None for All. So we recorded that 2014. This was done at Blackheart Sound in Manchester.
Oh yeah, that's a name that comes up a lot on the show. Yeah.
So definitely, this was like probably the most that we've put into for an album.
Okay.
Both financially and just I think with preparation of writing new material for an album, making sure we were super sharp with it, and then really having a professional experience to put it together.
Yeah.
And have some really good sounding music for people to listen to. Not that what we did before didn't sound good, but it was more of a DIY type of setup that we had done before with our previous stuff. So this was really doing the legit studio experience. So we're super proud of that. And we talked about Doom Train earlier. There's a few other songs where we really got to put some of our experimentation into play, where you really get kind of an auditory journey when you're listening through the song. We really kind of spent that time to make sure everything flowed together well, right?
Yeah.
And we had that creative license to do that there with a really good recording engineer.
Oh yeah,
and mastering team.
Eric Sauter's amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Everything he does is great. And well, in a moment, so we're gonna time goes quick, but in a moment we're gonna wrap up with Terror Grinder. And anything we should know about that specifically, other than it's my personal favorite. It sounds like it's a favorite of a lot of people.
Yeah, and I actually wrote that song quite a few years back, but we never really materialized it into kind of the heavy song that it was. It was when we kind of just played with that first, probably a good I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe even longer. And we, for this one, we really put it together, made sure we had some, turned it into kind of this heavy song. And it's sort of about this terror grinder, this big sort of hard to describe, but massive force just kind of going through and destroying everything in its wake. And you can probably draw different analogies to, is this something physical? Is this something like with the world around us right now? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll leave that for the listener to decide how they feel about it, but it more is just, it's a cool tune as well to listen to and kind of go, ooh, while you kind of go around with it. We had a good time with it live, like getting people to get involved with it and stuff. So that's why I think it's a favorite, because people like singing along with songs and, going along with it. So
yeah, absolutely. No, great track. Well, Dead Harrison, thank you all so much. Thank you all 4 of you for coming in. This has been amazing.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, Matt.
Absolutely. We will close out the segment with Terror Grinder and by Dead Harrison. And thanks to everyone who checked us out today, everyone who listened, and of course our wonderful guests. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Storm the gates and wall the city. Load the chamber of your God. We stay